Why we get angry, the hidden psychology. Anger doesn't just appear, it builds, quietly, systematically, until it erupts, loud and raw. But why do we get angry at all? Why do small things set us off while big things sometimes leave us silent? It's not the event, it's not the person, it's the perceived injustice. Anger says, "This shouldn't be happening. This isn't fair. This hurts my identity." But underneath all that, a need for control. Psychologically, anger is a secondary emotion. Behind it are fear, shame, powerlessness, grief. The Stoics knew this centuries ago. They didn't see anger as evil. They saw it as information, a flag signaling something inside you is unexamined. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "How much more harmful are the consequences of anger than the causes of it," which means it's rarely worth it. Not because you shouldn't feel, but because you should be wiser than the emotion. And in part 2, we'll unpack the anatomy of an angry mind and how your brain distorts reality when anger takes the wheel. What anger does to your mind. When you're angry, you think you see clearly, you feel justified, you feel righteous, you feel strong, but you're not. Anger narrows your perception. You don't see people, you see enemies. You don't hear nuance, you hear threats. Your brain enters binary mode, right versus wrong, good versus bad, me versus them. This is what psychologists call cognitive distortion, magnifying, catastrophizing, personalizing. You make small things huge. You assign intention to accidents. You interpret disagreement as disrespect. Sound familiar? That's not you. That's your untrained mind under emotional pressure. Stoic detachment isn't coldness, it's clarity. It's learning to pull back from emotional distortion and ask, what's really happening here? What do I know for sure? What's in my control? Seneca wrote, "Anger is like a collapsing house, dangerous to those within and without. And unless you create space between stimulus and response, you will live at the mercy of that collapse." In part 3, we explore what true Stoic detachment looks like, not ignoring emotion, but leading it. What Stoic detachment really means. Most people think detachment is numbness. It's not. It's sharp presence without possession. You feel anger, but you don't cling to it. You hear the insult, but you don't become it. You see the disrespect, but you don't mirror it. Stoic detachment means you respond, not react. You act from principle, not impulse. You hold your internal space, no matter the external noise. Detachment isn't apathy, it's the deepest form of self-respect, because when you're detached from your emotions, you can use them wisely. The Stoics called this inner citadel, a fortress of mind that no insult, delay, betrayal, or attack could penetrate. It's not that they didn't feel, they trained what they felt. They mastered the inner environment so the outer world had no control. And this isn't just philosophy, it's neuroscience. Repeatedly returning to center, pausing, breathing, observing, rewires your brain, creates new defaults, builds new reflexes. So next time anger rises, your first thought won't be fight, it'll be breathe. In part 4, we build your detachment muscle through specific practice, because theory is nothing without reps. How to practice detachment daily. Here's your routine. 1. Morning preview, 1 minute. Ask, what might irritate me today? What emotion do I want to lead with instead? 2. Midday reset, 2 minutes. Close your eyes, breathe slowly. Repeat, I am not my emotion, I am my response. 3. Evening reflection, 3 minutes. Journal. When did I react today? Why? Then write, next time I choose peace. That's it. 6 minutes a day. But if done with intention, it rewires your nervous system over time. Because detachment isn't a trait, it's a practice. The Stoics weren't calm because life was easy. They were calm because they rehearsed it. And every time you choose stillness over chaos, you strengthen the wall of your inner citadel. Now, in part 5, it's time to test it through the Anger Detachment Challenge. For the next 72 hours, you are not allowed to act on anger in real time. Here's the challenge. 1. If anger rises, pause. 2. Take 3 deep breaths. 3. Ask, what does my best self do now? 4. If needed, say nothing, then journal this sentence each night. I stayed detached, and I stayed in power. Not because you're suppressing anger, but because you're commanding it. Call to action. Drop the word detached in the comments if you're doing this. Subscribe for more emotional mastery, because one video doesn't change you, your reps do. From reaction to leadership. The moment it clicks will feel like this. Someone tries to provoke you, same pattern, same tone, same disrespect, and you feel it rise. But this time, you don't bite, you breathe, you pause, you see the game, and you don't play it. That's Stoic detachment, not because you're too good to feel, but because you're too grounded to be moved. You lead now. Your nervous system obeys you, not the other way around. That's the goal, not to avoid conflict, but to enter it with equanimity. The world keeps spinning, people keep projecting, but you've built your inner citadel. You stand, calm, clear, unmoved. That's the true psychology of anger, not how to kill it, but how to tame it, train it, transcend it. And that's what you've done. You're not reactive anymore. You're responsible. That's not just stoic. That's leadership. That's power. That's you.